You're listening to Catholic Chicago. Ahead, the Archdiocese of Chicago brings you programs about the people, events, and issues that touch our lives. Thanks for letting us be part of your morning. Now again, Catholic Chicago.
Good morning, and welcome to the Voice of Charity. I'm Katie Bredemann, and we extend a warm hello to all who are listening on WNDZ 750 AM here in Chicago, and all who are watching our live stream on YouTube and Facebook at Catholic Chicago. A very special guest returns to the Voice of Charity today. Charles Watson is a supervisor with Monterrey Security Company, which provides 24-hour security in our headquarters at 721 North LaSalle Street in Chicago. Charles supervises a team that works 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. And Charles has very long hours himself, Monday through Friday, from 7 to 4:30. And he has tremendous dedication to his career. Because of his unique vantage point, Charles is able to see clients on an average day. As many as 150 clients come through our lobby doors. And unfortunately, he sees a lot of the suffering that they're going through, but he also sees all of the impact of Catholic Charities programs and services in these clients' lives. And so we're always delighted to have him back on the Voice of Charity and hear about his recent experiences and perspectives on the work of Catholic Charities. Welcome, Charles.
Hey, how you doing, Katie?
Great to see you. Thank you so much for being on the show today.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. It's always a pleasure.
Could you share with our audience what your average day is like in supervising, the security detail in the lobby of Catholic Charities headquarters at 721 North LaSalle Street?
Well, the average day is a little busy, but not too chaotic due to the weather. A lot of people choose to stay in this winter time, but in the summertime, it'll pick up a little more. But right now, it's a little busy. We try to bring in a nice amount of clients to get warm when it's snowing outside and stuff like that. But right now, we're just going with the flow, just like everyone else during the pandemic.
And as we said, you greet 150, 175 clients a day, plus Catholic Charities employees, administrators, visitors, really anybody who comes through that lobby. What do you think the most important traits are for someone in your position in that lobby, greeting people and assisting them day after day?
I say your patience. You got to be patient and you got to be willing to help. But with those two going hand in hand, 9 times out of 10, things will go pretty cool inside the lobby. But you just got to be patient and, try to point someone to the right direction. Even if you don't know the answer, try to find somebody that does.
And so as clients come in seeking assistance, what Catholic Charities programs and services do you refer people to most often, Charles?
But most time it's the Family Stabilization Center. It's like with your food pantries, the clothing closet, rental assistance. They got transportation assistance and basically everything but shelter.
And so how long have you been in this position at Catholic Charities?
I've been here for 10 years now, 10 years and going.
And then soon after you started, within a year or two, you were made supervisor, am I right?
Yeah, correct.
And
I kind of climbed the ranks pretty fast, but yeah, every day it's a different episode, so.
And so would you like to give a shout out to your, colleagues in the lobby security detail team?
Yes, ma'am. I'll give a shout out to Gary Benson, Perry Johnson, Cortez, Mohan, and yeah, that's it. Jimmy Evans. Can't forget about Jimmy Evans.
You're an incredibly hardworking team, and I know that it's very difficult to make sure that someone's there supervising and assisting people 24/7. So we're so grateful for what you and all of your colleagues do, Charles. It's really quite impressive.
Okay.
I would add that you also do it with a smile and with an immense amount of kindness, no matter how long the day is or how much stress you have seen in people's faces and in their lives. Could you talk a little bit with our audience about the short and the long-term impact of being a client at Catholic Charities? What kind of differences have you seen in people's lives once they come to Catholic Charities and receive the assistance they need?
Well, it's a big difference because most clients didn't know that they can go certain places for help. And, they go traveling the city looking for this and a lot of other things to go along with their everyday struggles. And a lot of them doesn't really know everything that we does at Catholic Charity. But once they get here, they find that out. And then next thing you know, they can leave out of here with food, bags of clothes. You can get groceries for your house, or you can also just get a bag lunch, a little quick bite to eat. So you got people that's even in the downtown area that stop by, just got a job, and then they know that we finna give out some lunches. They'll stop and get a lunch and keep on going because they just started working and everything. So it's a big help to everyone.
And you shared with me that since the pandemic started back in March of 2020, the Catholic Charities lobby has seen many new clients come in, people that you had never seen before. May I ask what kind of assistance that they have been looking for, Charles?
Most of the assistance has been, well, obviously clothing because it's wintertime and they need their hats, coats, and gloves. But most of the clients been coming for a lot of rental assistance and utility assistance because a lot of them was out of work. They wasn't able to pay the bills. And, now since we coming out of the pandemic, a lot of landlords is asking for money and everything. So, financial stability.
Please go ahead.
I was just saying, most of the financial emergencies.
Okay, financial emergencies, and those are the folks that you refer down the hall to our family stabilization services that often deals with people in crisis moments. They help them stabilize their lives and then possibly go and get case management through our family self-sufficiency. Am I correct?
Correct. Yes, correct. Yep.
Great.
First thing they do is sign in with me, and I point them to go straight to see a caseworker. The caseworker will sit them down, and then they go through all their needs. If the caseworker doesn't have the resources right then and there, they can also point them to the right direction at all times, though. So they're going to leave with some information.
And I know that since the pandemic started, your basic operations and the security detail of our lobby have had to change dramatically. Can you share a little bit about the changes you've made and where things stand today?
Yeah, right now, no clients can really go downstairs and actually go shopping for their things like they used to. They used to go downstairs and pick out everything they want and everything they need from the food pantry to clothing closet. But now everything is pretty much on the first floor with me. And the caseworkers do a good job with running downstairs, picking up their items and bringing it back up. But basically everything is very social distance, and I try to make it real quick so the clients wouldn't be able to sit in one place for too long.
And you shared with me that's actually a very difficult thing for the clients and you and your colleagues, because a big part of Catholic Charities' welcoming atmosphere is that socialization, is that ability to say hello to someone, gently see what their needs are, and try to help them. And you've had to really limit that, haven't you?
Yes, we have to limit that a lot. We did start to kick back up the evening suppers, which we gather like maybe 60 to 70 clients can sit in a room spaced out from the tables. But yeah, we have to be real cautious with that right now. But most of our clients do come down to join the community with others. They like to get a quick meal and then also get a conversation going with their buddy.
And so Catholic Charities provides a to-go lunch for clients who want to stop by and pick that up. And then we're now back to 5 nights a week providing a hot meal at 4 o'clock for those who would like to either pick it up as to-go or, as you said, sit down with their friends, right?
Right, correct.
And we're just as a reminder to our audience, we're in partnership with 3 other organizations to provide that meal 5 nights a week. Catholic Charities provides it on Tuesday nights, but we also work in partnership with Chicago Help Initiative and Fourth Presbyterian Church and Holy Name Cathedral. They provide volunteers and restaurant partners help provide the food, and that's how we are able to provide a hot meal to guests 5 nights a week at 721 North LaSalle. It's really quite a remarkable operation, and Catholic Charities is so delighted that anyone in the neighborhood who's looking for that hot meal can come to our Vincent Hall 5 nights a week and get that.
Right.
And for a while, it was all to go, right, Charles? And so the ability to sit down again now is just a real treat for everybody, isn't it?
Yeah. Right now, they're amazed, and then they get a chance to get up out of like I said, once again, the Chicago winter. They can come in, have a quick eat, And then even if it's a line outside, our volunteers do a great job of going outside, passing out hot chocolate as they in line. So, yeah.
It's wonderful, and I know that it's a very organized system, so nobody ever feels like, oh, will there be a meal for me? You always make sure that no matter what, even if the sit-down meals are over, that there's hot meals there for someone who comes later, right?
Right, correct.
Great. Well, we're so delighted to have you on the show today. We'd love to hear more of your insights about different client stories that you've seen and the impact Catholic Charities has had in the lives of clients. So if you'll please bear with us, we're going to take a quick break here on The Voice of Charity. And when we return, we're going to talk with Charles Watson and continue our conversation. Please stay tuned.
At Catholic Charities, we fight hunger in Chicago throughout the year. Our 6 regional offices in Cook and Lake counties work together to offer sit-down and to-go meals to anyone in need. We deliver meals to those who are homebound, and our 8 food pantries offer 3 to 4 days of food supplies based on household size. Participants in these programs have the opportunity to learn about other Catholic charity services that strengthen individuals, families, and their communities. The challenges for those dealing with food insecurity are especially great during the winter months. To learn how you can help those who are hungry in your neighborhood, visit CatholicCharities.net or call 312-655-7525. That's 312-655-7525. Thank you for your generosity.
I feel special. I feel great. I got good grades.
We've seen a huge surge in our kids now meeting or exceeding grade level. Come check us out. You may have never thought we were an option before.
Throughout the COVID-19 pandemic, Catholic Charities has continued to respond to the needs of people who come to us for assistance. More than 850,000 meals and food parcels have been offered to those who are struggling with food insecurity. Over 108,000 homelessness prevention hotline calls have been answered. Over 22,000 people have received mental health services, and $2 million in financial assistance has been provided to keep people housed. If you or someone you know needs assistance, email us at gethelp@catholiccharities.net. That's gethelp@catholiccharities.net. Or call 312-655-7700. That's 312-655-7700. Before, during, and after COVID-19, Catholic Charities is here for you. Welcome back to The Voice of Charity. I'm Katie Bredemann, and I'm delighted to have today Charles Watson on the show. Charles is supervisor of the Monterrey Security Company, a team of security guards that monitor the lobby in our headquarters at 721 North LaSalle Street in Chicago. And Charles and his colleagues work very hard 24/7, 7 days a week to be there for any clients who come into our lobby and need assistance, either short-term, long-term, sometimes in some cases urgent assistance. And so they have a unique perspective on the suffering that our clients endure, but also on the impact of Catholic Charities programs and services in their lives once they get the help they need. So, Charles, before the break, we were talking about the important aspect of socializing and how, unfortunately, that's been a little bit curtailed during the pandemic, but you do what you can to still greet someone with kindness and at least a brief hello before you steer them to programs and services, right?
Correct. Yes,
And
correct.
can you share with our audience how that has been affected a little bit since the YMCA down the street from our headquarters has undergone renovation in the last year?
Well, things have slowed down around here a lot since the YMCA has shut.
Charles, I think we're having a little trouble hearing you. Maybe if you could check the audio on your laptop, that would be great. I know you mentioned that the YMCA has went under construction. I believe it was 6 months ago, and that the management at the YMCA down the street on LaSalle went to the trouble of finding clients alternative housing, during this renovation. And so Charles had shared with me that it really has been inspiring over the last few months that even though the residents of the YMCA have been moved to other alternative housing during this construction, they keep finding ways to take buses and the L and walk to 721 North LaSalle Street to see their friends and see Charles and his colleagues and just reconnect with their whole community at Catholic Charities, that socialization is so important to them that even in the dead of winter in Chicago, they're finding ways to still come back to Catholic Charities for a hot meal and to see their friends. I thought that was so impressive. Charles also shared with me that a lot of the clients will go out of their ways to bring their friends by just to say hello, even if they're not in need of a meal or not in need of any services. They want to check in with Charles and his colleagues, and say hello. And it just, again, reaffirms what a community the lobby personnel have built. It's way beyond the call of duty, and they do an excellent job of it. I would also just like to add that in that lobby, sometimes it's very difficult for Charles and his colleagues to ascertain, how serious the needs are of a client when they come in. Charles and his colleagues, I've been there myself when someone come in and it's very obvious they need medical assistance. And so I think that's another aspect of their job that is unpredictable and very, very urgent, but it's also a credit to all of them that they know when they need to call for paramedics, know when they need to ask for assistance, and they do that as well. We're trying to get Charles back on here, and as soon as he does, we're going to be excited to hear his perspective again. Charles, are you with us now?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, wonderful. Can you share with us what donations we are able to take now? Because I know for a while we weren't able to take any in our lobby, but so many generous benefactors of Catholic Charities want to drop off things in the lobby all the time. It's a very busy place. So can you share with our audience, what are we able to take now?
Right now, since we're in the dead middle of winter, we have to take hats, coats, gloves, anything that keeps the clients warm at night, maybe some boots. But we're not really accepting any T-shirts and shirts or anything right now. But we also accepting food for donations also.
And so that food would have to be non-perishable items. May I? Am I right? Okay.
Yes.
Perfect. And so what are your duties as a manager of this team of security detail guards? What do you have to do on top of just greeting guests and visitors to the lobby yourself?
Well, we don't mind being a little help. If anybody needs a little assistance, carrying anything, we're in the office building for the women, so we're always there to make sure that, no one is around struggling with anything, because we got enough big guys around here to handle the heavy load. And the main thing is basically getting whoever comes to the front door, make them feel comfortable. So that's the main thing.
Those are wonderful goals there, Charles. Over your 10 years with Catholic Charities in this important role, can you share some client stories with us about people who've made an impact on your life and your work for Catholic Charities?
Yes, I had a couple of clients in the past year, actually. They actually got on their feet. They went through some program and got them an apartment. I think one of the Catholic Charity caseworkers had assisted them with that. And he got a job, and he was demanding on coming back to donate his first check to Catholic Charities. And he was in the lobby just crying and just bawling his eyes out because he feels like without Catholic Charity, you never know where he'll be right now. So that just happened recently.
That's a beautiful story of the impact of Catholic Charities in someone's life. Can you tell any other stories about people who came in very distressful state and then saw that there's a future, that a happier times ahead?
Well, yeah, one of the main things that caught my eye, like you said, was socializing at Catholic Charity. A lot of clients have been coming here for years, and they done grew like a whole like a family. And one of the young ladies, her husband passed away, and she continued to come here just to sit down and get the vibe of, her and her friends. And she said that that's like the main thing that's keeping her going right now is her group of friends and her crowd, because she lost her, her partner.
Well, and in some cases, these clients really have no other family or friends in the neighborhood, so their
Correct.
colleagues or their friends at Catholic Charities really are a very important part in their life.
Yes, correct.
We're going to take another quick break here on The Voice of Charity, and when we return, we're going to continue our conversation with Charles Watson about the unique and important role he plays as lobby supervisor at Catholic Charities headquarters here in Chicago. Please stay tuned.
Catholic Charities Veterans Employment Services help veterans find and maintain employment through job readiness training, resume writing assistance, mock interviews, and job placement counseling. We work with a wide array of employers and community partners to help veterans reach their career goals. We owe a debt of gratitude to all of our veterans for the sacrifices they made to serve our nation. It is our privilege now to assist them. To learn more about Catholic Charities Veterans Employment Program in Cook County, call 773-808-2954. In Lake County, call 847-782-4219. You can also learn more at CatholicCharities.net. To all United States veterans, thank you for your service.
I am a seminarian.
The church needs compassionate and well-trained priests to help guide each of us through life.
What inspires me, what draws me always to the priesthood is continue to see priests be a beacon of hope for other people.
You can play a part in the education of these young men as they prepare for a life of service to others.
I want to be that beacon of hope too, and it sets my heart on fire.
To support our seminarians, make your gift at archchicago.org/seminarian fund or call 312-534-7959.
At Catholic Charities, we fight hunger in Chicago throughout the year. Our 6 regional offices in Cook and Lake counties work together to offer sit-down and to-go meals to anyone in need. We deliver meals to those who are homebound, and our 8 food pantries offer 3 to 4 days of food supplies based on household size. Participants in these programs have the opportunity to learn about other Catholic charity services that strengthen individuals, families, and their communities. The challenges for those dealing with food insecurity are especially great during the winter months. To learn how you can help those who are hungry in your neighborhood, visit CatholicCharities.net or call 312-655-7525. That's 312-655-7525. Thank you for your generosity.
Welcome back to The Voice of Charity. I'm Katie Bredemann, and I'm so glad today to be here with Charles Watson, who is the supervisor of the Monterrey Security team of security guards who supervise our lobby at 721 North LaSalle Street in Chicago. And they see clients up to 150 a day, 175 sometimes. And then they also greet visitors, employees, administrators, volunteers. It's really quite a busy lobby, and we're always just delighted to hear Charles' perspective on this vital part that he and his colleagues play as the first points of contact for anyone who comes into our lobby. Before the break, Charles, we were talking about the whole idea of socializing and the whole idea of how we're getting back there, to be that friend to people, but it's still a bit of a challenge.
Yes, it's still a bit of a challenge. Most of our clients is they got to travel, and the snow and the slick ice on the sidewalk. So, but we try our best to get them rolling in and get the sidewalks clear and everything. So. And
what would you say are other difficult aspects or challenging aspects about your job?
The most challenging thing is for me is to turn somebody away that I can help out. That's my main thing that I really want a client to at least leave out of here with some type of information, if not the material stuff that he needs.
And I know that you also spoke to me about how you're happy to have clients come in for a brief time and warm up in the winter or cool down in the summertime, but that it's also kind of challenging sometimes to not allow them to stay, for a long period. Am I right?
Yeah, I mean, if you don't ask them to clear it out or to leave, they'll spend the night. So, sometimes they get attached and they don't want to leave,
But you have a list of shelters that you either direct people to, refer them to, or even often take them there yourselves, right? You and your colleagues?
I also had, every Tuesday I do the shelter ride. I take maybe 15 clients over to a Pacific Garden mission. We always have a caseworker or a volunteer close by that can always assist them if they have any problems after the meal is done.
And in our short time left, Charles, is there anything about Catholic Charities clients that you'd like our audience to know?
One main thing is they're pretty nice. Yeah, they're pretty nice. I know a lot of people might see them walking down the street and might cross the street or whatever, but these clients, they're really down to earth. They're really sociable. If you want to talk, they will talk your ear off, and yeah, they're just good people.
And oftentimes they're just going through a challenging time and can't wait to be back to their the greatest level of self-sufficiency possible, right?
Right.
Would you say that when you see that happen, that's one of the most rewarding parts of your job, is to see that improvement happen in someone's life?
Yes, that's one of the happiest moments around here.
Are there other rewarding parts of your job that you'd like to share?
Rewarding, it's so many. Just to see the smiles, they come in with a frown, and then when they turn around, it's like they thanking you. They telling you how much they really appreciate this place. And that alone is enough for me.
Well, like I said, you and your colleagues are the first point of contact for anyone who visits our lobby, and you're also, the last point of contact as they leave, and you do an excellent job as representatives of all the good and the kindness that we're trying to instill in the city of Chicago. So thank you for being on the show today, Charles, and thank you for all you do to represent the organization so well.
Oh, thank you, Katie.
And we invite you back again next week for another edition of The Voice of Charity. For now, this is Katie Bredemann, and we thank you for tuning in and believing in the mission of Catholic Charities.
Join us every Monday through Friday at this time for Catholic Chicago. You can stream our programs live or listen to past programs by visiting our website, archchicago.org, and clicking on Radio TV. And please connect with Catholic Chicago on social media.